This is exactly how Brez will make over $5 million with his live event funnel in less than 24 hours. He's going to sell to his whole audience. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down exactly what you can do so that any person can look at this video, understand his whole funnel and how to apply it themselves. Now, I wouldn't recommend doing this as a beginner, but for him, it works so well because he has so much traffic. Just commit 10-15 minutes of their time, actually learn what goes behind all these industry leaders' whole funnels. And I made this so anyone could understand it simply and just take this, absorb the information, and actually learn something and apply it into their business so they can make the same amount of money as well. He has been posting this and he has nearly 1 million followers, meaning he has obviously a lot of traffic. And this is just on IG, by the way. His IG is his main place where he gets all of his traffic. Of course, he has TikTok as well, but I'm going to say IG is the main place. So his main goal is to extract as much traffic from his main audience into this live event where he is setting the frame of the specific event, build a story around it, keep an open loop, and actually make a huge pitch on day 3. And as we can see on his main IG, he optimized his whole profile just for conversion. Even his bio on his page, he has his sign up link, main post, live event trailer, which is extremely high quality, very well produced, has very well readability. The first scene literally in this, him scrolling IG on his phone, literally. Most of his audience probably does that. So his main goal is just trying his best to relate as much with the average viewer, somehow tie it back to his angle. He even made his whole YouTube channel, optimize his banner, his bio, even on his YouTube. His videos are already pre-live before it. Even his YouTube video in the bio, everything is optimized to extract as much traffic from his audience to the live event. Because why not? If he has already so much people coming in, and why not actually take a piece of the pie and make sure that as many people are watching this live event? If he's gonna put so much time and money in the production of this, he's playing into his angle and even in his bio from his YouTube. So I'm revealing the step-by-step process that got me here and how you can steal for yourself, potentially make $3,000 online. So it's angled around and targeted for his average viewer, because his average viewer, he's not trying to make $100,000 a month. His average viewer is probably broke, right? And just tries to make 5K a month at most, which is why he pays him 5K to join the ERT. Obviously, he has his second YouTube channel as well, which is his business YouTube channel where he gives away free value, which obviously, if we actually take a look, we can realize that it's not actually free value. It's just
what to do, boys.
VSL. How to think like a marketer, advice from Dumb Rich Kid. All of these are angled around his brand angle. He has story sequences which push traffic into sign up again. So far he optimized his IG, his YouTube, his bio, his everything just optimized. Even the story sequences that he's posting all are pushing into this live event. This is the landing page. The landing page is just a VSL from him, puts the time, and then still my $3.5 million skill set that took me from chronic June scroller to a multi-millionaire by the age of 20. Of course, his main angle, which is that he's a rich kid, and with his average viewer, even in his title, claim your free ticket. Now, once you click claim your free ticket, you're gonna have an opt-in form, which you're going to have put your name, phone number, and so they can obviously contact you and follow up with you. And it's optimized for phone. Actually, this as you can see here, this is optimized for phone because most people are on their phone. And on the second page, this is even more genius. Instantly a countdown stops and says that every single time he says that he's gonna stop this event in 40 hours, which is obviously not true, but most people don't understand that. It makes you join this WhatsApp group, check your inbox, review details, adding it into a calendar, because once people add it into their calendar, it's obviously way easier for Brez to actually make people show up, because not only you have it into your calendar, but you also have it in the WhatsApp group. In the WhatsApp group, what he actually tries is the same style, the same angle as his raw talking heads. It's the same short form content strategy, where he deeply just tries to make people feel like they're developing a deep connection with him. He's making the announcement one day beforehand that I'm giving away $5,000 cash to some random account scale on all 3 movie episodes and watches all of them. Let's say he's going to have 100,000 views. One person is going to view. So he essentially buys 10,000 people comment. He's just essentially buying engagement. Even if he's even going to do it, hyping people up. You can check if someone viewed your whole YouTube feed. Even the whole VSL, the main VSL, has such a high production and
Congratulations, you just made one of the best decisions you could possibly make. You decided to lock in a seat to my first and most likely my last 3-day cinematic film ever. And you did this because you want to.
when you start this page, immediately starts playing. It's all optimized for conversions. It starts playing immediately. Adds his Snapchat just for develop an even deeper connection. Has a timer here, which is fake, obviously. The VSL obviously starts playing as soon as you get on the page. It just shares his raw story, but the actual script of it goes way more behind. So as you can see here, I broke it down even further. Before he even goes to his angle, it's what the live event's gonna be doing about. He just plays in his angle and just creates scarcity. Today I'm doing something that I never thought I would do. Instantly, massive curiosity. Like, okay, brez kills this 20-year-old millionaire, rich millionaire I've seen online for so long. What is he going to do? And if you want me to be honest, it's likely the first and last time I'm ever going to be doing it. First and last time. So listen. So now he's just giving people a reason to actually listen. For the first time ever, I'm exposing one skill set that has made me a multi-millionaire at 20, which is his whole main. Obviously, people look up to him. That gives you a lot of authority. It's gotta be the cars, the watches, and the freedom that more importantly made my parents proud of me to live the college that I hate. Sells the dream again. But everything, it's obviously written by a very professional copywriter. I can see he doesn't want to share this information, and it just feels like you are lucky to even have the chance to be doing it. It has the last chance frame, which this will never happen again, which immediately just like creates scarcity. Pure success for him. Like, he's exactly where you want to be. You start to aspire to be like him, even in his content and everything that you see. The most interesting thing is that he never actually mentions the freelance brand skilling or the skill name in this. How it works, why it works, what the daily activities look like, what tools needed, what the learning curve is, or anything, how much money people will make. Doesn't share anything. How it works, like how do you find leads, how do you dial them up, how do you fulfillment. Never mentions about anything like that. All he does is he simply creates curiosity, massive curiosity. It's all played into his angle. And if you take a look, even most live events like this play into your angle. You set a frame, you actually start doing the storytelling. You keep the open loop to keep people engaged, obviously, and also even before this, like, you give people a reason to pay attention. No one wants to pay attention. Whole thing about marketing, you should act as a stranger would completely see your ad. They don't know who you are. They have no reason to care. Why should they care? That's your job as a marketer. Making ads while making content, or being a content strategist while being, that is your job, to make people care. And you do that by obviously building a story, keeping an open loop, setting the frame, and then actually just leveraging that all at the end, and then somehow tie it all back and then sell something on the back. That's your whole job, and that's exactly what this is happening as well. Now you have the opt-in. In the opt-in form, just basic information. Gives you your name, email that obviously they will try to sell you later or keep you nurtured or send you follow-up emails so you become more engaged. Your phone number so that they can SMS contact you within the first 5 minutes. The second VSL is even more genius. He's doing something that he never thought he would do, etc. Not only this is the first one. The second one is even more genius because now people opted in, but to make sure that they actually show up, they need to obviously join the WhatsApp group. And here he actually just gets everything more tense. So it feels like you have a personal connection directly with brez, and now here he's finally revealing a big secret. And that's what he also feels in his WhatsApp group. And in his WhatsApp, it always feels like a deep connection, like you and a friend are talking together. That's why I like brez so much. He's gonna make so much money from this. So what do you guys think? He has this disclaimer, obviously, that no one reads, but this is gonna save him from a lot of legal trouble. People are gonna sue him if anything happens. This is just like legal protection, obviously. This is obviously a webinar funnel essentially, but this is also, you have to understand that if we go to his page, you can see the live events literally here. These are upcoming. You don't need to opt into anything. You can just watch them on YouTube for free. You don't need to go through a whole VSL. But why is this all this complicated process? Because he wants to actually filter out this traffic that he has top of the funnel, and he wants to just filter out, make sure that put people through a nurturing process, and then actually get people more nurtured and more qualified live, and make sure that they will show up live, not only show up nurtured, but also make sure that they show up live. If he wasn't gonna do this, then not as many people would have showed up to this. I'm sure this is extreme high quality production, and it makes sense. This is obviously a webinar funnel, but if you want me to actually work together and actually implement this one-on-one, you can just book a call call with me, see if you're fit. I'm not necessarily gonna pitch you. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not gonna pitch you. I'm gonna be honest. If you want, do yourself a favor and book a call with me, and I'm gonna be actually teaching you how to implement these various funnels into and actually launch your own offer, and how to launch and scale and build your own offer. You make more money from info and get sales. So why should you listen to me? I'm a 14-year-old kid. Well, I've worked with some of the biggest people in the space, and I know a lot of, obviously you've watched up until this end of this video. Why am I recording this video? Because I believe people watch this and they'll get trust in me. See yourself in the next one. And how much money do you think guys will make from this? Just let me know. And yeah.